Hey everyone, so this is my first YouTube tutorial. It's going to be my daily makeup routine. I'm going to start by tying up my hair so it's out of my face. And then I'm going to go in and use a mineralized charged water because I am dry. Then I'm going to use the Lancome Visionaire Primer just to smooth out my skin and make sure that it looks really smooth for photos and in real life. Next I'm going to be using the Puff Off by Benefit, just to use the caffeine in it to get rid of my under eye circles because we know I don't sleep and I'm up late all the time. Next I'm using the Becca Benefit Tint in Papaya. I'm using this in an orange tint because it is waterproof, it is thin. I put it under my makeup so we get rid of that facial hair that has a purple undertone. I put it under my eyes, above where my facial hair would grow, and then I let it dry.
I've learned to cry, I've learned to bleed. Don't go, leave me.
Next I'm going to use Studio Finish Concealer in NC20 with a flat brush just to give myself that full coverage where I don't want to see any discoloration under my foundation, because I like to use a very thin foundation and use heavier coverage where it's needed. As you can see, I'm using it under my chin and around my lip to give myself that fuller lip shape.
It's my discernment, looking into your spirit. Now you stare at me in your countenance change.
Next, I'm going to use NARS Creamy Concealer under the eyes, just because I found that that concealer doesn't crease, and you can't use Studio Finish under the eyes because it's too thick and it will crease. Now I'm just taking a damn beauty blender and blending it in and making sure that it's really thin and spread out all across my eye area.
I've learned to scheme and to deceive. I've learned to pry.
Next I'm going to go in with my MAC Face and Body Foundation. It's a really thin water-based foundation. I like to put it under my hands and just kind of tap it around my face and then warm it up with my hand. By rubbing it in with your hands, you can make the texture a little bit thicker because it makes the foundation a lot heavier. Ooh, and now I'm taking a coffee break because your girl needs coffee in the morning. Now I'm using a mineralized skin finish just to set all my foundation and my creams in. I like to use a beauty blender because I feel it presses the powder into the skin better than a brush would. So that will make the foundation last a lot longer for me. Now I'm going in with my Becca Champagne Glow Skin Perfector because I like to be dewy and shiny and I need my skin to glow because my skin is very dry. So I just put that on the highest point of my face and then I just tap it out with my middle finger so that way it has a nice even spread. Now I'm going in with a really old bronzer. This is Nude on Beach by MAC. It was one of my favorite bronzers. This is my fourth one and this is my last one. So I am dying without it. But I'm using it now just as more of a transition color and to bronze up for my contour that I'm using next. with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Palette. I'm using the middle shade first just to give myself the definition of my contour because it has more of a grayish undertone, and I like using a powder that has more of a grayish brown undertone to give it more definition and make it look more as if it is a shadow. Now for the rest of my face, I use the warmer shade to give me more of a bronze look, but still give myself definition. So I'll use that on the higher points of my face, like my forehead, under my chin, and a little bit just to buff out the contour. Next, I'm using that same middle shade to contour my nose because I like that nose to be so little and so tiny. So I start right at the base of my eye, and then I go down my nose, bring it back up to the bridge, and do that motion back and forth on both sides. Next, I'm doing it under my lip just to give my lip that shadow to make it look even more full. Then I'm going to use this color as a crease color just to give me a little bit more definition but not make it too noticeable. Next, I'm just going to use the MAC Fascinating Eye Kohl. It's just why I like to use it in the corners of my eyes, so that way it opens up my eyes a little bit more, because these little Asian eyes look so tiny without it. Next, I'm using Extended Play Mascara just to bring up my lashes a little bit. I don't like too dramatic lashes, I just like them to be separated. Now I'm using a even darker grayish brown eyeshadow just in the very hollows of my cheek to give it the most definition. Now I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz Pencil in Soft Brown through my brows. I like it just because it's really easy to use, and I just go back and forth through my brows really quickly and brush them out with the spoolie. Now I'm going to use the Luxe Lip Scrub all over my lips, just to exfoliate my lips so I have the smoothest application for my lipstick and gloss. I like to use Whirl Lip Pencil just to outline my lips to give it a little bit more definition because I use a really creamy lipstick. I'm now using Bare again, Sheen Supreme by MAC. It is my favorite nude lip color. It's perfect for my lips. It just glides right on and looks like my natural lip color. Next, I'm using the Mist and Fix by Makeup Forever to set my makeup. It'll make it waterproof and hold it in all day. Alright, and that's the last of my tutorial. Leave me comments in the comment box below. Let me know what you guys thought. See you guys later. Ciao!